Listening comprehension number 3. Spotlight on perspectives. Perspectives on life.
Oh, phew. My homework is freaking me out. This thing I have to write for my English class on Friday is impossible. My English teacher, Mrs. Langdon, wants us to write an essay called Perspectives on Life. I don't have any inspiration, and just thinking about it makes me miserable. My mind is one big blank.
Surely that can't be too hard. Just write about how you see different things in life and why.
I don't know how to start. I'm not too bothered about how other people live their lives. I mean, it's really up to them, right? I've got no right to comment on other people's lifestyles.
It's true we are responsible for our own lives. Most people would agree with you. And I think you can say that in your essay. But I also think it's kind of interesting to look around and observe differences in the way people dress, how they talk and act and things like that.
Anyway, I need lots of inspiration to write this essay because I want to get a good grade. English is an important subject, you know.
Why don't we go down and watch people in the underground for a while? That might give you a starting point, and it will probably give you some perspective, observing people from all walks of life.
You mean I have to go up to total strangers, asking them about their political views, if they believe in God and whether they eat meat? I don't think so.
Well, maybe you can start by simply looking at people and seeing how different they are on the outside. You can save the questions for people you actually know, or think you know. I bet you'll gain new insights into the values of old friends and family members. Just ask someone you know well what they think of a certain political party or politician.
It sure smells funny down here. It's like there's never enough fresh air in the underground. It's like a busy, muggy little world of its own. And judging from his appearance, that man over there probably doesn't smell too fresh either.
Do you think he's always been like that?
No, I guess not. Maybe his wife threw him out when he started drinking too much. Or perhaps he lost a child. It's so sad to see him slumped over like that, holding tightly onto that bottle with dirty hands.
See? Now you are starting to think about other people's perspectives on life. What else catches your eye around here?
Actually, something's catching my ear. I hear music. Let's go and listen to those 3 girls playing the violin over there at the escalator.
You like music, don't you? I remember you telling me that you worked quite hard for a while to get into the local music school.
But I didn't make it. It was hard finding time to practice the piano on top of homework and football training. I guess I gave up.
How do you feel now, watching those girls playing down here?
Well, I guess I admire them. I know how much practice you have to put in to be that good. They really must love what they do and want to play no matter where. Some people will do almost anything to be able to do their thing. That's cool. Their music makes the ugly, dirty surroundings beautiful. The walls are singing.
You sound poetic now. You're a poet and you don't know it. Maybe you should write a poem about music for your English class as well.
Hey, hold on. It's not that I love this classical music, but it really sounds awesome when the notes echo from wall to wall. It's like a new dimension.
Speaking of new dimensions and perspectives, what do you think of that woman over there?
Terrible taste in clothes, and she's wearing too much makeup. I would never put on that
Hold on a mo. Think outside the box. What does she do for a living? Is she happy? Where is she going?
You ask tricky questions. She looks like one of my old teachers, but she carries a briefcase and wears a bottle green suit. Perhaps she's a social worker on her way to a court hearing. I think that poor man we saw first could do with a bit of help from social services.
You could probably write a whole essay just about his life. Well, I can see you're widening your perspective a bit now. Well done.
Does perspective always have to do with seeing or looking at things?
What do you mean?
Well, we often say that perspective has to do with how we see things. Perspective is how we look at different things in life. We even say point of view.
But people that can't see have perspectives on life too. They feel and think and worry about things. That man over there, doesn't he have a perspective on life?
He has a white cane. That means he is blind. Maybe his other senses are heightened. Maybe he can smell and hear sounds clearer than I can. Just think about an ordinary day in his life. Getting up, dressing, eating. He can't see a single thing. It's all dark.
So he has to see things from the inside and feel them. That's probably some of his daily perspective.
I could never handle that.
See? Perspective doesn't always have to do with our ability to observe something with our eyes. Perspective is also about the attitudes and values we carry inside us, based on the things we have experienced in life. There's so much more to a person once you get below the surface.
I think I get it now. Everyone has a perspective. Perspective has to do with what you see, what you experience, what you think. I know what to write now. Let's go back home so I can jot it down and write a smashing essay for my English teacher.
Glad to be of help. But you did most of the work yourself. Well done.